evening, everybody. My name is John Smith, and I'm the proud principal of Dover-Sherborn High School. I want to welcome you to our senior awards for the class of 2021. Before we begin the presentation, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who helped to make this evening possible. Special thanks go to all the individuals and organizations that have sponsored these awards and scholarships. We are truly grateful for your commitment to the Sherborn and Dover communities. Our award presenters, Carol Spezzano and Linda Getchell, who are the co-chairs for the Scholarship Committee, a committee which begins their work in late fall. Senior class advisors, Carly Blaze, Alyssa Healy, and Hannah Wright. Assistant Superintendent Elizabeth McCoy, who is present this evening and offers congratulations and best wishes to the members of the class of 2021. Members of the faculty and staff, parents, and, of course, a special thanks to the members of the class of 2021 for your contributions to the school and to our greater community. As a community of learners, our goal is to inspire academic excellence and a commitment to personal and civic responsibility. We celebrate the accomplishments of the young men and women who have risen to that challenge. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, I congratulate our award recipients and all the members of the Dover-Sherborn High School class of 2021. I have the honor of being the first presenter tonight for the American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship. On behalf of the George B. Preston Unit 209 of the American Legion Auxiliary, it is great pleasure for me to present our Education Award to a young lady whose grandfather served our country in the United States Army from 1960 to 1965. She is a hard worker, as evidenced by her application holding down 3 jobs during the summer. Her plans are to go to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study management. Congratulations to our recipient, Sarah Vaughn. I also want to recognize Sarah. Prior to tonight's presentation, she was also awarded the AFL-CIO Plumbers Local 12 Scholarship. Congratulations, Sarah.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is Jack Savage for the American Legion Post 209 George Preston. Mr. Savage.
Congratulations, students, you made it. We have 4 awards tonight. One, I believe, couldn't make it, but we'll let you know who that person is. Sierra Devine, Stephen Fitzpatrick, Raymond Lutazzi, and Thomas Higgins. So come forward. Get up here.
Come on up. Yep.
There you go, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll bet you're Stephen.
As soon as everyone from your group.
You're Stephen?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're Ramon. Okay. There you go.
And this is Stephen.
Thank you. Stephen. Stephen. Congratulations. Thank you. And I'll get
Yes,
Tom
okay,
here.
thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Savage.
You betcha.
Appreciate it. I will now present the Andrew Chandler Blake Charitable Foundation Scholarship. I have a letter here from Deborah Smith, who is a trustee and Andrew's mother. She writes, "Good evening. What a year it has been for all of you. We are so proud for your perseverance the last 15 months. As you all gather here for a special evening, the Andrew Chandler Blake Charitable Foundation Trust is thrilled to once again award a well-deserving student this scholarship. This scholarship is given to a student who has had challenges in the academic world, but has risen above the challenge to achieve their goal to continue on with their education. We recognize that this is a huge accomplishment. Andrew was a student here at Dover-Sherborn High School. His siblings graduated before him, each receiving awards and scholarships. At his brother's graduation, Andrew stated that there would never be a scholarship at graduation with my name on it. He struggled with academics as well as life in general. Through the generosity of family and friends, every year there is a scholarship with Andrew's name on it. This evening, the Trust awards the scholarship to Grace Marion Luther. May you thrive in your next adventure. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done. I will now present the Ann and John Sorrigan Nursing Scholarship. Some of you here in the audience as students may know who John Sorrigan is. He is one of our most reliable substitutes. He's the man with the briefcase, with a wit and a smile, and always has some great advice for you. We are so proud that he is able to offer a scholarship in honor of his late wife. Ann Sorrigan graduated from Boston City School of Nursing. She served in the Army Nurse Corps for 6 years. She received a BSN and an MED from Boston University. She taught maternal and child nursing at Mass General Hospital of Nursing. She also taught at Massasoit Community College, and she was employed in staff development at Newton Wellesley Hospital. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Ann and John Sorrigan Nursing Scholarship goes to Ryan Acker. Our next scholarship is the Chase Hyde Memorial Scholarship. Chase Hyde was a student at Dover-Sherborn High School from 2010 to 2014. During his time at DS, Chase was known for his love for life, his willingness to put himself out there, his positive energy, and his compassion for his fellow students. There was hardly a time you caught him without a smile on his face, and there wasn't a person in school that he hadn't given a high five to in the halls. He was a captain and a leader on his sports teams, an eager music lover, singing in the a cappella group, and an all-around socialite known for bringing people together. Chase continued to embrace this love for life even after DS, while he was at Trinity College. He became a member of a fraternity and embodied what it meant to be part of a family, always displaying his positive energy, reaching out to a helping hand to a friend, and above all, loving every moment of life. The Hyde Scholarship is an annual scholarship that is awarded to a student or a set of students who embody the spirit of Chase Hyde. This year, we have the pleasure of announcing 3 recipients: Emma Goodness, Lynna Trong, and Robbie Van Riet. I will now present the Dover Democratic Town Committee essay competition. The Dover Democratic Town Committee wishes to honor a Dover student who is committed to this country's democratic principles. Essays are designed to reflect upon issues facing our democracy and to solicit student ideas for change. This year, student applicants answered the following question: how can we encourage bipartisanship in the legislative process? This year's recipient is Evan McManus. Evan, congratulations. Well done. Our next presenter is DS alumnus, Mr. Paul Buckley, who will present the Dover Firefighters Relief Fund. Mr. Buckley.
On behalf of the Dover Fire Relief Association, we award Mackenzie Buckley a 2021 scholarship.
Our next presenter is Ms. Karen Pierce, who will present for the Dover Foundation Scholarship. Ms. Pierce.
Good evening, everybody. The Dover Foundation happily and proudly announces the awarding of 8 scholarships this year to high school seniors who are Dover residents. The Dover Foundation is an independent, nonprofit 501c3, all-volunteer organization that has served the Dover community since 1947. Its mission is to foster community spirit, cooperation, friendships, and service within the town of Dover. Since its inception, the foundation has been awarding generous scholarships to the tune of over $600,000 at this point. This year's recipients are very deserving and accomplished students who are committed to the arts, their studies, and service to the community. They're all fine examples of the type of citizens Dover can be proud of. I'm going to call your names. Please come up and wait until the end so I can get a picture or I'm in big trouble. William Gately. James Gibbons. Kavya Kumar. Nolan Sayer. Congratulations. Shane Schuyler. Amy Stephen. Lena Cerritas. And Sarah Vaughn. Okay, I promise I'll be quick. No. Hey guys. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is our assistant principal, Ms. Ann Dever-Keegan, who will present on behalf of the Dover Market Scholarship.
Good evening and welcome. The Dover Market is pleased to award this year's scholarship to someone with a great disposition, great grades, and a plan to study her passion for music to help others. This year's recipient, congratulations, Bethany Peterson.
Bethany is actually at work at the Dover Market.
Oh.
But her family will gladly accept the scholarship.
Congratulations.
Great. Okay, great. Super.
On On behalf of the Dover Police Association, I'm going to present the Dover Police Association Award to Robbie Van Reed.
Nice job, Robbie. I've got these.
Okay, great. The Dover PTO Scholarship. Chickering School is a place where children learn, laugh, grow, care, and make a difference. The Dover PTO is proud to award two $250 scholarships to seniors who have made a difference since leaving Chickering. This year's recipients, Sabrina Ryan, Amy Stephen.
Our next presenter is Ms. Sarah O'Connell, representing the Dover-Sherborn Booster Awards.
Thank you. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Kind of short. Okay, good. Thanks, John. The past 15 months have been unprecedented in the disruption to all our lives, but I think that we can all agree that no one suffered more so than our children. As we emerge from COVID and look back at this past year, the following quote from Mike Singletary, former professional football coach, feels entirely appropriate. He said, "Do you know what my favorite part of the game is? The opportunity to play." Throughout this past year, from day to day and week to week, we were never certain if our student athletes would be able to get back on the fields, the courts, the track, the mountain, the gym, or the pool. As it turned out, even though in many ways it didn't look or feel exactly the same, you got the opportunity to play, to run, to score, and to experience the joy of your sport with your teammates, competing as Dover-Sherborn Raiders. We all now truly understand and appreciate just how vitally important and meaningful that is to every member of our community. The Dover-Sherborn Boosters wish to express our deepest gratitude to the Dover-Sherborn High School administration, A.D. Sullivan, and every coach, assistant, and member of the athletic department for your Herculean efforts on behalf of our student athletes this year. And to you, to our DS student athletes, we congratulate all of you for your resilience, perseverance, sportsmanship, and your determination to cherish simply the opportunity to play. On behalf of the Dover-Sherborn Boosters, I'd like to award $500 DS Booster Scholarships to each of the following: Aiden Britt, Standish Carruthers, Noah Guarini, Nick Rinaldi, Billy Rooney, Evan Skiri, Jack Worth, Virginia Bortz, Caitlin Britt, Emma Goodness, Kate Mastrobono, Sabrina Ryan, and Hope Shue. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Evan, Billy, Jack, sorry. Hi, welcome. Oh, yeah, you won. All right,
Before we announce our next presenter, I just want to take a special minute to thank Sarah O'Connell, the boosters, Corinne Whitaker of FOPA, for all of your outstanding efforts in providing the opportunities for our kids to have such great things to do. That truly took a village, and for that we are truly grateful, so thank you. Now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Art Crandall, who will present the Dover-Sherborn Cable Access Corporation Scholarship. Mr. Crandall.
Thank you, Mr. John. Thank you. This has been a year that's kind of crazy, where a year and a little more, where it's nice to be without a mask and in public now. And if I could say there's a silver lining in this whole thing, it is kind of appropriate that we are following the sports, because the Dover-Sherborn Cable TV was really revved up their whole system, and they were covering a lot of everybody's sports and things around town. And I gotta tell you, for the first time ever, the Robert DeFusco Award, as we call it in Dover-Sherborn Cable TV scholarships, goes to three outstanding young adults. Jack Daly. Once Jack took the TV media class his freshman year, he was hooked. I'll tell you, besides assisting with so many productions, come on in, Jack, come on. Yeah. Jack helped us produce the contribution, the active contributor, the production, the whole thing for the video for the class of 2021. So that's Jack right there. Thanks, Jack. Jordan Pfeiffer. Jordan has been a volunteer here since middle school. She's been a great assistant with the town summer concerts, sporting events, and like the next recipient, has been on the student board of directors for a few years. And Mika. And the last recipient is Mika Gatt. Mika. He's been heavily involved with everything, all sports. He's got a tremendously run show, Unpopular Opinion, which is doing very well. He's been a student rep as well, and I'll keep it short. I want to thank all three of you. You've done a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you around. Thank you so much.
Ms. Deaver Keegan will now present on behalf of the Elizabeth Kennedy Memorial Scholarship.
Great. This award is presented in memory of Elizabeth Kennedy, who was a beloved guidance counselor at Dover-Sherborn High School for many decades. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's scholarship to Stephen Fitzpatrick.
Our next presenter is Ms. Sarah O'Connell, presenting on behalf of the Friends of the Council of Aging.
Thanks again, John. All right. I am here this evening as a board member of the Friends of the Council on Aging to present our annual Student Service Award. 11 years ago, the Friends of the Sherborn Council on Aging established a $500 Student Service Award along with a commemorative plaque to recognize a student or student group who has provided exceptional service to Sherborn senior citizens or COA programs. This award is designed to foster intergenerational relationships, promote community service, enhance the lives of Sherborn seniors, and to encourage and reward students for outstanding service. This year's recipient has been volunteering for the Sherborn COA in earnest for the past 2 years. They were instrumental in the coordination of the Sherborn COA's Tech Days and assisted many seniors with their various devices when in-person meeting days could occur, and then took their services virtual to continue to offer aid when pandemic started. They helped the COA create their Facebook page, picked up and delivered meals to seniors during the pandemic, assisted with folding of the COA newsletter, and was instrumental in providing visibility of the Sherborn COA to other students by highlighting COA volunteer opportunities and recruiting others to provide service as well. The COA's director, Sue Kelleher, reports this individual can always be counted on to assist the COA whenever they are in need of extra help. So it is with great pleasure that I announce this year's Friends of the Sherborn COA Student Service Award to Thomas Montella. Sorry. That's okay.
Ms. Corin Whitaker will now present the Friends of the Performing Arts Ricky Lombardo Theater Awards and the Robert Martell Scholarship. Ms. Whitaker.
Good evening. The Dover-Sherborn Friends of the Performing Arts is an organization that provides financial and volunteer support to the performing arts programs at both the middle and high schools. We are also pleased to award scholarships to DSHS seniors who have been active in those programs during their high school careers. Tonight, I am honored to recognize 12 talented, dedicated, and deserving seniors who have excelled in the performing arts programs at Dover-Sherborn High School. The award recipients are chosen by our performing arts faculty. FOPA members and parents are not involved in the selection process. The scholarships that accompany these awards are funded through FOPA's fundraising efforts throughout the year and donations. We thank all of you who have contributed to the Friends of the Performing Arts, and we look forward to your continued support. This year's award recipients distinguish themselves not only because of their talent and dedication to the performing arts, but also because each of them has demonstrated leadership, scholarship, and humanity. Each of these award recipients are marvelous young people who I have had the privilege of getting to know over the past 7 years. My hope is that all of them will continue to make music and theater part of their lives in college and beyond. As the names of the award recipients are called, please come down to receive your gift. The Vocal Performance and Leadership Award is given to those seniors who have excelled in vocal performance and who have taken on a leadership role in that area. This year's award recipients are Anna Davis and Taylor Malinowski. Congratulations. Beth's got your envelopes. And actually, Beth, you want to snap their pictures as the groups come? Okay. The Ricky Lombardo Theater Awards are given in honor of a former DSHS faculty member, Ricky Lombardo, who directed the high school musicals here for more than 30 years. These awards are presented to those seniors who have had leadership roles and or made significant contributions to our theater productions during their time at Dover-Sherborn High School. This year, I am pleased to announce the following theater awards. For achievement in stage crew and set production, Callie Frankel, Maureen Haswell, Nolan Sayer, and Ella Sullivan. For achievement in dramatic theater, Oliver Morgans and Ashley Versaw. And for achievement in musical theater, Avery Charneski, Evan Charneski, and Amelia Hudson Walker. The Robert Martell Scholarship is given in honor of Bob Martell, a retired DSHS music director and educator extraordinaire. This scholarship is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated ability, initiative, and creativity in music composition and/or arranging. This year's award goes to Diego Swadapong. Congratulations to you all, and many thanks to all of our award recipients.
Our next presenters are Miss Amy Van Langen and Miss Maureen Hayes on behalf of the Friends of the Sherborn Library Student Aid Grant.
Hi, good evening. I'm Maureen Hayes from the Sherborn Library, and I'm presenting this award on behalf of the Friends of the Sherborn Library and on the recommendation of our director, Elizabeth Johnston. The scholarship was earned with these students' hard work as student aides at the library over the past 2 years. It's been an exceptional year, and these students have met every change and challenge with this dedication and grace. I'm pleased to offer this scholarship to our 3 recipients. Our first is Greg Vigneault. Our next recipient is Maureen Haswell. And our third recipient is Lina Trong.
Our next presenter is Mr. Steve Goodwin, the grades 6 through 12 Special Education Team Chair. Mr. Goodwin will present the Individualized Studies Awards.
Thank you, John. The Individualized Study Awards is presented annually to 2 students through the generosity of the Dover-Sherborn CPAC. The first student is a conscientious and endearing young man who is extremely motivated to do well. He is always helpful to others and is a trusting friend and confidant. He is also well liked by his peers and teachers. A lot of students have the drive and respect for learning, but his motivation was evidenced this year as he approached every assignment as an opportunity to prepare for college. He continuously was willing to go to the extra mile. He's an outstanding young man, and we wish Jack Daly the best of luck next year. Come on up, Jack. And our second student started her high school career as a quiet and soft-spoken, but has grown into an outgoing and confident young student. When she sets her mind to a task, she works hard and reaches out for support if needed in order to reach her goal. She has faced every challenge head-on and taken advantage of the support that has been offered to her over the past 4 years. This year, she was not afraid to show leadership in the classroom and on the track. She has been a true silver lining in this difficult year and has remained positive, polite, and courteous to her peers and teachers. She is going to do great in the future, and we wish Katie Young the best in all future endeavors.
Our next presenter is Ms. Janice Berry, Band Director, who will present the John Philip Sousa Band Award and the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award.
Good evening, everyone. It is wonderful to see you. I'm honored to present the next two awards. First, the John Philip Sousa Band Award is given to a student in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. I am honored and pleased to present the John Philip Sousa Band Award to Ashley Gong. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is given to a student in recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz, as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. I'm also honored and pleased to present the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award to Noah Jaffe.
I will be presenting on behalf of the Latterman Family Scholarship. The scholarship is given in loving memory of Julian Latterman. Julian loved life and appreciated opportunities to learn in all that he did. His ability to adapt to new situations and enjoy all of those he met along the way defined his character and his kindness. This scholarship is awarded to 2 students each year. The goal of the scholarship is to encourage awardees to continue to educate themselves about the world and the people around them, to seek opportunities to push themselves, and to embrace challenges with a positive outlook on life. This year's recipients are Megan Hanlon and Ella Sullivan. Our next presenters are Miss Monique Marshall-Veal and Miss Kate Potter, who will present the Metco Awards.
Good evening, everyone. I know, I'm kind of short. Hopefully you can hear me. As Mr. Smith said, I'm the Metco director for the district, and Metco is a voluntary school integration program that was welcomed into DS back in 1968. And it's a program that provides students from the Boston neighborhoods an opportunity to attend school and build lifelong friendships in suburban towns such as this. We have 3 amazing students who have been part of the program since first grade and have been incredible leaders in our DS community. Shane, Collins, and Timothy. This is my last time to be able to say, listen to me, so sit up and pay attention. As you leave DS to begin your new journey, remember 2 things. First one, change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time. You are the ones we've been waiting for. You are the change that we seek. Nelson Mandela said it best. Education is the most powerful weapon for changing the world. Second thought, I respect you, I value you, I support you. Most of all, I love you, and I wish each of you the very best of everything as you begin your new chapters in life. And now, Kate Potter will present the DS Metco Award.
Thank you, Monique. Good evening. I'm Kate Potter, one of the co-presidents of the Dover-Sherborn Metco Scholarship Fund. Our fund began about 6 years ago when a group of community members came together with the goal of supporting our Dover-Sherborn Metco students after graduation by awarding scholarships to our seniors. We are a 501c3, run and organized by a board of volunteers, and we are funded by private donations. Supporting our Metco students as they embark on the next steps in their education reinforces our commitment to them. These scholarships go to graduating seniors in the Metco program who have demonstrated leadership and community service and have shown a commitment to education in their Boston and Dover-Sherborn communities. This year we are pleased to announce the following recipients of the Dover-Sherborn Metco scholarships: Timothy Cofield, Colin Zamade, and Shane Williams.
You know what? I'm so proud of you. So proud, guys. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I will be presenting on behalf of the Middlesex Savings Charitable Foundation. On behalf of Middlesex Savings Bank, they would like to congratulate the recipient of this scholarship on your graduation from Dover-Sherborn High School. Due to your commitment to your studies and your community involvement, you have been selected as the recipient of a $1,000 scholarship from the Middlesex Savings Charitable Foundation. This year's recipient is Maureen Haswell. I will also be presenting the Norfolk County Teachers Association Book Award. The Norfolk County Teachers Association Book Award is presented to a student that has expressed an interest in pursuing a career in education. During our senior project opportunities, I had a chance to witness this person's presentation through Zoom. And I can't tell you the positive impact that this person had on his experience in senior project, but also in our entire school community. This year's recipient, Logan Lancaster. I will also be presenting on behalf of the Norcor Corporation Scholarship. Nucor Foundation was established as a nonprofit corporation for charitable and educational purposes, including the awarding of scholarship grants to deserving men and women. It is the belief of the foundation that the further economic and social progress of the nation is built upon the education of its citizens, the better off we will be as a world. Since 1974, Nucor Corporation has awarded $109 million to 23,921 students attending over 2,400 colleges and universities throughout the United States. This year, 723 students will receive awards, including this recipient. This recipient will receive the Educational Disbursement Award, which pays up to $3,500 a year for up to 4 years. This student plans to attend Fordham University. His father, Eugene, has been a Nucor teammate for 29 years. Nucor congratulates Evan McManus in the graduating class of 2021 of Dover-Sherborn. Try to keep it a secret. The Pine Hill CSA Citizenship Award. This award is given to 2 students that have been recognized for outstanding Pine Hill core values. On behalf of the Community School Association of Pine Hill and Sherborn, we are proud to present these students with $250 scholarships. Your accomplishments as a student in the DS community are recognized tonight, and we are happy to be able to share in your celebration. We wish you a successful and enriching future. The recipients are Timothy Cofield and Ashley Gong. Our next presenter is Miss Emily Sullivan, the Athletic Director for Dover-Sherborn High School. She will present the Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award and the Raider Athlete of the Year.
Good evening. It's certainly been an exciting year of athletics, and that has a lot to do with you guys, the senior class. You guys are a dedicated and talented group of student athletes, and I can't thank you all enough for your working hard, playing with good sportsmanship, and being grateful for every opportunity you got to play the sport you love so much this year. First, I would like to award the Male Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award of 2021. This is awarded to one male student athlete who is a combined academic excellence along with a strong commitment to the Dover-Sherborn athletic program. This student athlete is a three-sport student athlete, an all-star in basketball, football, and track and field, as well as a captain in basketball and track and field. As much of a dominating force as he is in athletics, he also took an extremely challenging AP course load this year and performed at an exceptionally high level in the classroom. This young man is humble, hardworking, competitive, and a great leader. He's purpose-driven in everything he does in the classroom and in athletics. We are excited to see all that he accomplishes in life after DS, and we are very proud to say that he's a Raider. It is my honor to award our Male Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award to Nick Rinaldi. Next, I will award the Female Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award of 2021. This is awarded to one female student athlete who has a combined academic excellence along with a strong commitment to the Dover-Sherborn athletic program. This student athlete is a two-sport student athlete, two-sport captain, and two-sport all-star in soccer and lacrosse. Most impressively, though, she's done this all while taking a heavy AP course load, working exceptionally hard in the classroom, and earning impressive grades in all of her classes. She's headed to Middlebury College in the fall to play on the highly respected national champion women's lacrosse team. Those who know her describe her as a selfless leader and relentless competitor. She is someone I will greatly miss watching compete at a high level every single day, whether she steps on the field for a practice or a game. Congratulations to our female Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award winner, Hope Shue. Next, I would like to award the Male Raider Athlete of the Year Award of 2021. This is awarded to an outstanding senior male athlete who has demonstrated proficiency, dedication, leadership, and sportsmanship in the Raider tradition in 3 sports their senior year. This student athlete is a 3-sport captain and all-star in cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track. He's headed to Boston College in the fall to run on the men's track and field team. When faced with adversity, this young man has proven he perseveres. He is always working hard to get better, never settles for anything less than his potential, and there isn't often a day that we won't see him running around here, counting up his miles. This young man is a real competitor who is extremely coachable, as well as being a positive leader to his teammates. As much as he wants to succeed, he wants his teammates to succeed as well. It is my honor to award our Male Raider Athlete of the Year to Noah Gwarney. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to award the Female Raider Athlete of the Year Award of 2021. This is awarded to an outstanding senior female athlete who has demonstrated proficiency, dedication, leadership, and sportsmanship in the Raider tradition in 3 sports their senior year. The student athlete is a 3-sport captain and all-star in field hockey, gymnastics, and track and field. She's headed to Villanova in the fall on a full ROTC scholarship. She is described by her coaches as tough as nails, while also being a true joy to coach every day. She is an extremely mature person who I would describe as someone who beats to the sound of her own drum. She does not let anything come in the way of doing her best in all that she tackles. She's a student athlete that I'm proud to have represent our school and has the qualities that a Dover-Sherborn student athlete should embody: character, hard work, and determination, along with class. It is with great pride to award our Female Raider Athlete of the Year to Merritt Sullivan.
I have the pleasure of awarding the Richard J. Wakely Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is provided through the generosity of an anonymous donor to celebrate the legacy of Richard J. Wakely, a beloved former guidance director and headmaster of Dover-Sherborn High School. Mr. Wakely's name adorns our gymnasium, and he's highly respected amongst the community and alumni. This year's winner, Sophia Balatsky.
Thank you.
Our next presenters are Miss Rebecca Salucci and Miss Ann Doherty, who present on behalf of the Dover Dollars for Scholars.
Good evening. Congratulations. My name is Rebecca Salucci, here with Ann Doherty. I'm a 1987 graduate, Dover-Sherborn, and we are volunteers with Sherborn Dollars for Scholars, a local chapter of the Scholarship America organization, which we have partnered with for the past 20 years. As a group of community volunteers dedicated to offering financial supports to the Sherborn students pursuing college and postgraduate degrees, we are happy to, give out awards. We base our awards on financial need, merit, and academic standings. Our scholarships allow Sherborn students to reapply every year while they are pursuing their higher education, as long as their parents still live in Sherborn. Since 1965, Sherborn Dollars for Scholars has awarded 857 scholarships, totaling over $625,000. All this is made possible exclusively through the generous support of fundraising from our Sherborn community. This year, 5 of the 22 scholarships we are awarding are giving out to this year's seniors. Please help me congratulate Kira Crowley, Megan Hanlon, Amelia Hudson Walker, Ella Sullivan, and William Worth. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of presenting the Sherborn Lions Club Scholarship recipient. This year's recipient, Oliver Morgans. Our next scholarship is the Sherborn Police Association Local 158 Scholarship. The presenter, please come forward.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. My name is Matt Mitchell, Detective Gadino. Really wanted to be here. Something comes up. Something came up tonight, as it does. So our scholarship, we have some requirements. There's a commitment to academics, commitment to sports, other extracurricular activities, and most importantly, social responsibility. We like if there's a future law enforcement goal, at least stated in the letter. It's not required, but it's nice. Young man we selected meets all of our requirements and then some. He's a class vice president. He's a captain of both the indoor and outdoor track teams, and he did all this while achieving a 4.174 GPA. Next fall, he'll be attending American University in D.C., where he plans to study criminal justice before obtaining a law degree. I will say I've seen him come up a couple times. If he does plan on working, we're going to need to find some hair clippers. So we didn't do a full background check on him, but from talking to people, it doesn't seem like that was necessary. We did talk to his coach, who claims he's the heart and soul of the track team, the hardest worker, which is why he made captain as a junior. So it is my pleasure. Fitzy, I don't know if you remember me when I taught you in 8th grade. You weren't in any of my classes, but you were a great kid then. Sounds like you still are. Stephen Fitzpatrick. Full disclosure, detective has the check, so I'm going to give you my business card. We're good for it. Congrats.
I remember you.
The Wegmans Employee Scholarship Program for Higher Education. Wegmans is invested in helping team members succeed, and they offer an array of resources like the Wegmans Employee Scholarship Program to do just that. Since the inception of this program in 1984, Wegmans has given out $120 million in scholarships to over 38,000 employees. We're proud to announce this year's recipient, Sarah Bragdon. I am presenting on behalf of the Massachusetts Elk Association, Incorporated, their Most Valuable Student Scholarship. Prior to tonight's presentation, the student was awarded the Massachusetts Elk Association, Incorporated Most Valuable Student Scholarship. Would Caitlin Britt please come forward? It's now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Gretchen Donahue, the English Department Chair, who will present the English Academic Award.
past 18 months have been a doozy for all of us, but most especially for the members of the senior class. While all the students showed astounding resiliency and flexibility, this student's creative energy and thoughtful engagement in our English courses remained consistent throughout virtual learning, hybrid learning, and finally back-in-person learning. This year's Senior English Award recipient distinguished herself from her peers through her cogent analytical skills, her brilliant reflective writing pieces, as well as her ability to combine her notable creativity with her impressive leadership skills. This student wrote beautiful reflective essays as well as beautiful analytical essays. In her final writing in AP language, she wrote about her evolution as an artist. She wrote, "At 8 years old, my prized possession wasn't an American Girl doll or my little kitchenette playset. Instead, it was a set of dirty watercolor paints and a flimsy yellow brush. The Crayola washable watercolors in 16 colors was my favorite present from my parents. Each back-to-school shopping season, I would demand we buy it as part of my annual school supplies. There was just something magical about the bright primary colors of the palette. I felt like a real artist, like the ones they depicted in cartoons, as I eagerly painted flowers with fading magenta petals, colorful rainbows adorned with pots of gold, and princesses draped in baby blue dresses." She concluded this piece by writing, "As I grew up, my relationship with my art has changed, but my passion for creating art remains unchanged." It is this passion and creativity in all things that is perhaps her most noteworthy attribute. And this passion is not only shown in her individual creations, but also her leadership as co-editor of the Runes Club for the past 2 years. Her club advisor noted she was instrumental in putting together phenomenal issues that came out ahead of schedule and both times under pandemic conditions. She is quintessentially capable, and I really cannot thank her enough. The entire English department wishes this student well in all her future endeavors, and we hope she continues to nurture her creativity in all her pursuits. The world can definitely use creative problem solvers, and we hope that this year's award winner, Angel Lynn, remains ready for the challenge. And now Miss Hannah Wright for Visual Arts.
Hi everyone. The recipient of this year's Visual Art Award is a student who has exhibited mastery of both 2- and 3-dimensional media and techniques during her time at Dover-Sherborn. According to Mr. Buck, this student demonstrates a boundless curiosity about all types of art making, never hesitating to dive in and try something new. Ms. Blaze reflected that, after learning the basics of the darkroom photography process, this student felt comfortable in her creative capacity to experiment and combine the antiquated technology with digital photography. In addition, she was always awesome in group critiques. This student was an enthusiastic participant in my Ceramics 1 class as a sophomore and brought the same passion to Ceramics 2 her junior year. When our semester was abruptly halted due to COVID, I struggled to transform a hands-on studio course into an entirely remote learning experience, fearing that my students would become detached. This student, however, became even more engaged, sharing pictures of an entire wall she had collaged in her bedroom, consistently logging onto Zoom to chat about her recent artistic endeavors, and even purchasing her own pottery wheel. She has an innate desire to create, a spark that not even a global pandemic could extinguish. She enrolled in pre-AP art her senior year and has spent so much time in the ceramics studio that I like to joke she has a bed in the back. Her zeal for the medium has only continued to intensify. Propelled by an eager curiosity, she recently exclaimed, "The more I learn about ceramics, the more I love it." She continuously challenges herself, moving from simplified forms to complex teapots and, most recently, an entire set of plates, bowls, and cups to bring to college in the fall. A personable and permanent fixture in room 105, she is always willing to teach an underclassman how to use the pottery wheel, inspiring other student artists and forming genuine connections. She has excelled in all of her studio art pursuits at Dover-Sherborn and demonstrated the qualities that make a successful artist. On behalf of the Fine and Performing Arts Department, I am so honored to present the Visual Art Award to Caitlin Britt. Congratulations. And for his last ever time on the Senior Award stage, Mr. Baruti.
Hello all. This year's Mathematics Award goes to an extremely gifted, creative, and kind person. She is a true scholar, naturally motivated, deeply curious, and tremendously intelligent. She approaches problem solving with a gentle smile, an artistic flair, a clever mind, and with boundless positive energy. It's a privilege and honor to present this year's award to Ashley Gong. I think next is Chris Lavasser.
So I'll be presenting 3 awards from the Science Department. The first award is the Biology Award. The recipient of this year's Biology Award embodies the characteristics of a great scientist. She is curious and creative, patient and persistent, and works hard to develop a genuine understanding of the subject. The Biology Award is presented to Isabella Garrett. The recipient of this year's Chemistry Award enjoys challenging herself and takes pride in solving complex problems, as Mr. Baruti just mentioned. Her strong critical thinking skills and determination enable her to thrive in the most rigorous concepts. The Chemistry Award is presented to Ashley Gong. Thank you. The recipient of this year's Physics Award is an inquisitive and genuinely motivated student. She is an exceptional problem solver as well, who approaches her work with an artistic eye and a brilliant mind. The Physics Award is presented to Angel Lynn.
Mr. Hickey will now present the Social Studies Department Award.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Historians say that the greatest generation is the generation that came of age during the Great Depression and during World War II. I'm going to offer a bit of revisionist history tonight and say it's this generation, especially the class of 2021, who really should be regarded among the greatest generations. You met this past year with great adversity, a lot of adversities out there, but you met it with courage, you persevered, and that will hold all of you in good stead as you go on to meet the challenges in life. So I really respect all of you for what you went through. You guys are awesome. Congratulations to the class of 2021. And now, this year the coveted Social Studies Award goes to a student who has excelled in World History 1 and 2, Advanced Placement U.S. History, Advanced Placement American Government and Politics, and in Psychology. In describing this student, Social Studies Department members said, last year she was a standout in AP U.S. History and as a Harvard Model United Nations delegate. She's in my honors level psychology course, and since we don't offer an AP psychology course, she is self-studying for the advanced placement test on her own. She enlivens and enriches the classes that she takes and the many activities that she participates in. In AP government, her work ethic and preparation for class is exceptional. She has an acumen for the study of history and politics and both an empathy and can-do attitude regarding the issues facing society today. She shows a maturity and self-awareness uncommon in a high school student. Please help me in congratulating this year's Social Studies Award recipient, Sophia Katz.
Mr. Grout will now present the Computer Science Award and the Golden Hammer Award.
Good evening. The Senior Award in Computer Science goes to a student who is honorable, diligent in her studies, and perseveres through any given task, no matter the level of difficulty. These qualities are essential when it comes to coding and problem solving in computer science. Her steadfast interest in the subject is apparent by her participation over the past 4 years in iOS app design, programming with JavaScript, video game design, social media literacy, CAD, and technology and society. She took every class we offer. In each of these courses, she excelled and added a unique level of creativity and an unprecedented level of extra effort to extend her work beyond the given requirements. In her collaborative spirit, she is a student who is always willing to lend a helping hand and provide support to others when needed. She is a caring, critical thinker who understands how to use logic in any environment. It is with great honor that I present the first Computer Science Award to Piper Evans. The Golden Hammer Award is given each year to the senior who excels in the area of both engineering and industrial technology. In these courses, this student approached each class with a positive attitude and desire to learn. He would come to class prepared with questions and ideas and was always looking to push the boundaries of the classroom. While most of his classmates were content learning to use the basic shop tools, he learned to program the CNC machine, create prototypes with the 3D printers, and fabricate with the laser engraver. His work was always beyond expectations. What stands out most to me is how he reacted last March when we had our unexpected 2-week break in learning. While many of my students took that time off from schoolwork, this student reached out to see if the classroom had any masks we could donate to local hospitals. He then went one step further. Knowing there was a shortage of face shields, he contacted local hospitals, got a face shield design approved, and then borrowed the school's 3D printers to produce the shields. When I asked him how many shields he had made and donated, he was modest and simply smiled and replied he did not know. I do know he made multiple deliveries to the hospitals, and he had a box full each time. These actions were done out of the kindness of his heart, not for recognition or credit, but today I felt that credit was due. It has been a pleasure to watch him grow as a student and a young man over the past 4 years. I look forward to seeing the amazing things he does in the near future. This year's Golden Hammer is presented to Nolan Sayer.
I'm giving the wellness.
Okay.
Okay, my second job, wellness teacher. Just for tonight, the recipient of this year's Wellness Award is a responsible, caring, and mature young man. He is always willing to help out, whether that is with setting up or breaking down equipment or assisting the teacher or classmate. He steps in with no hesitation. This student consistently puts forth his best effort and brings out the best in himself and his peers alike. He has taken it upon himself to always ask critical questions about topics in class and has an intrinsic desire to go above and beyond during every one of his classes. It is these qualities that make Ethan Goldman the recipient of this year's Wellness Award. Congratulations, Ethan. I think Jeff Ferris is next.
Good evening. Last fall, 30 senior students were inducted into the Dover-Sherborn World Language Honor Society for their high achievements over 4 years of study in one of the 4 languages offered at Dover-Sherborn High School: Chinese, French, Latin, or Spanish. From that group of 30 high-achieving students, one student has been chosen as the most outstanding for each language. Their current teacher submitted a brief summary as to why each student was selected. Although these comments were from their current teacher, I am confident that all of their teachers from previous years would agree with the comments. So let's begin. For Chinese, this is the description. The recipient of the Chinese award has consistently demonstrated top quality performance in all aspects of language learning. The student's persistent interest in the Chinese language and pursuit to better understand Chinese culture make this student well deserving of this award. The recipient's passion for learning will help this student understand the complexities of the world beyond Dover-Sherborn. In this unique time in history, the open-minded person with genuine passion for learning is exactly what we need to achieve a peaceful world. The recipient of this year's award in Chinese language is Ronan Connolly. For French, the recipient's ability to communicate in French is outstanding. This student's ability to communicate thoughts, feelings, and impressions is remarkable. This student's capacity to understand nuance, to express opinion, to present evidence, to synthesize, and to create in the French language goes beyond what is learned and seems intuitive. This individual is truly an exceptional student of French. The recipient of this year's award in French is Ethan Goldman. For Latin, the recipient of this year's Latin award has shown unparalleled dedication to the formidable task of acquiring genuine skill in reading Latin, and so has achieved a level of competence unmatched by any other Dover-Sherborn student in the last decade. Even as a 12th grader, this student's understanding of Latin already exceeds most college students. Never did this student waver in the continuous struggle to improve. The recipient of this year's Latin award is Ashley Gong. For Spanish, this year's recipient has an ability to communicate in Spanish that is impressive. Not only did this student receive the highest grade in the AP Spanish class, but also demonstrated outstanding command of the language and passion to learn about the culture. Throughout the year, this student has been an insightful contributor to class discussion with outstanding enthusiasm and dedication. As a Spanish teacher, I am not able to add my own impressions about the Chinese, French, or Latin students. For the Spanish student, however, I typically have him or her at least one time and sometimes 2 times in my own classroom. That was the case with this year's recipient. I was fortunate to be able to have this student both as a freshman and as a junior. This student has been and is an excellent and very talented Spanish student, and I very much enjoyed having the student in class. And by the way, a few years back, this student's sister also won this award, so it must run in the family. The recipient of this year's award in Spanish is Hope Shu. Thank you. The Seal of Biliteracy. This is the first year that Dover-Sherborn will award students the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy. What is the Seal of Biliteracy, you might ask? The Seal of Biliteracy is a fairly recent nationwide initiative that encourages school districts throughout the United States to recognize students who have studied and attained proficiency in English and a second world language by graduation. It is meant to encourage students toward biliteracy in their first language and in a second language. It is not determined by what courses they have taken or what grades they got, but by their ability to demonstrate their language skills on an assessment that evaluates their level of skill in spontaneous usage in speaking, listening, reading, and writing. All of these students have achieved at minimum the level of intermediate high on these 4 skills, which in layman's terms might be described as highly proficient. We are proud to award the Seal of Biliteracy to the following students. Callie Frankel for French. Ashley Gong for Latin. Ming Jun Gong for Chinese. Taylor Melanovsky for French. Emilio Oliva for Spanish. Joshua Rooney for Spanish. Olivia Smith for French. Amy Stephen for Spanish. Lydia Stone for Spanish. And Lina Truong for Spanish. Congratulations.
Dover-Sherborn is proud to announce our finalists in the National Merit Scholarship Competition and recipients of the National Merit Scholarship, National Merit Novartis Scholarship. National Merit finalists are from approximately 1.6 million students who entered the 2021 National Merit Scholarship Program. Only about 16,000 were named semifinalists. In order to advance in the competition to become a finalist, they had to fulfill several requirements that included submitting a detailed scholarship application and presenting a record of very high academic performance. The following students were awarded Certificate of Merit for advancing to the finalist standing. The following students please come forward. Isabella Garrett, Ashley Gong, Angel Lin, Kevin Liu, Joshua Shen, Diego Suatapong. We're also proud to announce 2 National Merit Scholarships. The recipients are Ashley Gong, and for the National Merit Novartis Scholarship, Kevin Liu. The Principal's Leadership Award. Each year, I choose 2 students from the senior class who exemplify true leadership. They put themselves ahead of others, they listen to the wishes of their peers, and they follow through with perseverance and determination on their projects and their plans in order to support the entire student body at Dover-Sherborn High School. This award is presented to students who have demonstrated outstanding leadership during their entire high school career. I am delighted to present these awards to John Phillips and Sophia Katz. We have plaques for you as well. My mistake. Once again, I want to offer a sincere thanks to those who have made this evening possible. I want to offer a final round of applause for all the members of the class of 2021 and for those seniors who are recognized this evening. Congratulations on your many accomplishments. You have been indeed a pleasure to know, and you have been outstanding role models for our underclassmen. On behalf of Dover-Sherborn High School, I wish you every success in all of your future endeavors. To parents and guardians and families and friends, thank you for entrusting your children to Dover-Sherborn High School. It has been a true honor. And with that, I say thank you for coming and have a great evening.